Falls Phoenix, please join me in welcoming Ms. Ariel Paul.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Mr. Cobbs. I hear that's what we call him, so I got it down. As you heard, my name is Erin, and I am Logan's mom. And that's Logan on the screen there. I'm here today to make sure you guys know one decision my son made that killed him. And it's a heavy topic. It's a heavy topic. So if you find yourself stressed or struggling, and I think maybe your teachers have already talked to you about that, but please make sure to reach out to somebody or myself. I just want to preface our talk today about that. We're going to have a little fun too, so I appreciate your patience. Our mission is to save lives, your lives like you, to increase support and education in the community, to end stigma associated with mental health and substance use disorder, and to raise awareness of the dangers of illicit fentanyl. This is our family. We live in the area. I am a licensed clinical therapist, so I do work in counseling with kids and families. But today I'm speaking to you from a mom's perspective. The weird thing for me, honestly, is that I couldn't save my own son. And it's because he made a choice. And everybody in here has that same control. Your parents can't save you from your choices. So that's really important for you, to remember. This is our family now, after Logan has passed. And again, that's the main reason why I'm here today, so that you do not ever have to have a family picture that looks like this. In 2022, last year, over 100,000 people in the United States died from drugs. 70% of them were from fentanyl. A little bit about Logan. He was happy as a young kid. You can see in his eyes there, he was a real happy kid. He was a great kid. He was very sensitive. And I would say right around 4th grade, he started to really struggle. I think that probably 4th, 5th grade, kids start to realize there's pain in the world. Not everything's as great as, is it anybody ever wish, you don't have to raise your hand, but wish that maybe oh, it was so nice when I was younger. So teen years, kind of where you guys are all at, right? There's lots of things going on. There's depression, there's anxiety, there's social pressure, there's experimentation, there's temptations, there's curiosity. You guys are dealing with all of that. I know that, I get that. And Logan was dealing with the same thing. Unhealthy coping skills, I'm sure you guys all know about them. We all do some of them. But just some things for self-awareness. If I notice I'm doing some of these things, then I might want to think about my moral compass, and am I making the choices that I want to make for my life? One choice that you make right now can lead to something else, and then that something else can lead to something else. One of the biggest things and reasons why I want this message to get to you guys is because after Logan died and we kind of went through this whole story together and put these pieces together, there were 3 really important things that stood out to me. I did not know, as a parent, did not know to teach my kid about fentanyl. It was not in my toolkit. I taught him morals, and I taught him how to say thank you and hold the door for people and do all those other things, but I didn't teach him about fentanyl. It just wasn't on my radar. His girlfriend had no clue. She had no idea. He was feeling sick. His eyes were pinpoint pupils. He was snoring. These are all signs of a body shutting down from an opioid response. But she didn't know. And of course, Logan didn't know. So what is fentanyl, right? It's a big question. That's why we're here today. You see the little teeny circle at the top. It's a tiny, tiny amount. That little circle is about enough to kill at least 2 to 3 people. It is like 2 to 3 grains of salt that can kill, okay? So there is fentanyl in hospitals, and they use it for surgeries, but it's under the control of the doctor, extremely small amounts, extremely controlled. And this is the kind of lab where Logan was killed. This one was in Mexico. So here's what's happening in our United States right now. That's a pill press in the back with the red wheel. It's a pill press. And all those baggies, those blue things, those are the pills. That's the pill Logan took. So can you guys tell the difference? The top or the bottom? What do you think? Which one's fake? Which one's real? Which image? Think top is real? Top is real. Anyone else? You don't know, do you? That's good, that's the point. So 2023 right now, the statistics just came out, the 7 out of 10. We did the 70%. 62.4 million pills and 9.7 pounds of fentanyl powder has already been seized this year. That's just what's being caught. That is enough to kill the entire United States. Does anybody know what Narcan is? If not, you're going to know by the time you leave. Your school has it, just so you know. They care about you, they do have it. It's a nasal spray, it's not a medication, it's not a drug. All it does is reverse an opioid response. So some of the things that we're doing as a foundation is this. This is where my passion is for you guys. I look at every one of you and think every one of you is a Logan. We have continued on our journey to appear on CNN and on Anderson Cooper. We had a billboard going last year for 6 months in New York Times Square. We do have billboards in Wisconsin going right now, and that's an ongoing thing. We raise money we're a nonprofit, so we raise money to create this awareness so that kids like you get this message. Another one of our new billboards is this one: fentanyl has grave consequences. And again, reiterating, I don't want any of you up there. Here's some takeaways I want you to take away today, some really important things. Remember, fentanyl is the #1 killer in the United States right now. It's killing more than anything. So you need to right now assume that all pills, all drugs right now are laced with fentanyl, and they can be very deadly and lethal. Don't gamble with it, guys. Don't leave your families stranded, grieving for the rest of their lives. You heard Caden, he's got 60 or 70 more years to live without his brother. And it's tough. It's really, really tough. February 13th, our last text from Logan. Sorry, Brooke. Came in 10:30 in the morning. I just finished a workout. And he said, hope you both are doing good. I'm working 9 to 5, but I wanted to say happy Saturday and I love you. That was the last imprint. That was the last time he used his hands to text us. And I don't want any of you ever to have to say you had one last text to your parents or your friends or people that care about you. So we talked in the beginning about this not being just say no, right? Just say no. I wanted you to know, K-N-O-W. Every single one of you now has heard about fentanyl. You know about it. You know what it does. You know what it is. You know the 2 different kinds. You know how illicit fentanyl is made. You know what kind of labs it's made in. And you know that it can be deadly. And that there's pills out there that are disguised to look real, to trick you into buying them or to passing them around, and they will kill you. So from a mom's heart, I guess what I really want to leave you with is that I care enough to take the time to come here. And people always say, kids learn from their mistakes. We learn from, which we do, right? We make mistakes, we learn, that's good. This is a mistake Logan couldn't learn from. So don't let this be you. Thank you guys so much. You were amazing.